Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young woman named Elara. Unlike her neighbors, Elara was known for her laziness. She avoided any form of hard work, always seeking shortcuts to sustain herself. One crisp morning, while wandering aimlessly through the village outskirts, she stumbled upon a farmer's orchard brimming with ripe, juicy apples. Her stomach growled as she eyed the fruit, and without much thought, she decided to steal a few. Just as she reached out to pluck an apple, the farmer appeared, shouting angrily. Panicked, Elara fled into the dense forest nearby to hide. As she wandered deeper into the forest, Elara stumbled upon a sight that made her pause. There, in a sunlit clearing, was a small bird with a broken wing. The bird chirped weakly, unable to fly or fend for itself. Elara wondered how the bird could possibly survive in such a state, surrounded by predators and with no way to gather food. Her musings were interrupted by the arrival of a majestic eagle, soaring gracefully through the sky. Elara watched in awe as the eagle descended towards the injured bird, a fresh fish clutched in its talons. Gently, the eagle placed the fish before the injured bird and flew away, leaving the smaller bird to eat its fill. Seeing this, Elara's heart filled with hope. She thought to herself, if the mighty eagle can provide for the helpless bird, surely there is a plan for me too. With this newfound belief, she decided to sit and wait for someone to bring her sustenance. Elara found a cozy spot under a large oak tree and waited. She waited through the warm afternoon, the cool evening, and into the chilly night. She waited the entire next day as well, but no one came. Hunger gnawed at her stomach, and desperation began to creep in. By the end of the second day, she could wait no longer and decided to move on. On her way back to the village, Elara met an elderly woman, her face lined with wisdom and kindness. Elara poured out her story, recounting the eagle and the injured bird, and asked, "Why didn't anyone come to help me?" as the eagle helped the bird. The old woman smiled gently and said, "My dear, the eagle helped the bird because it could not help itself. But you have the strength and the ability to fend for yourself." The lesson was not about waiting for help, but about recognizing your own potential to be strong and resourceful. Elara pondered the old woman's words as she returned to the village. She realized that waiting for others to solve her problems was not the answer. Instead, she needed to embrace her own strengths and capabilities. From that day forward, Elara worked diligently in the village, helping her neighbors and contributing to the community. She discovered that through her own efforts, she could find fulfillment and sustenance, and in helping others, she found the sense of purpose and happiness she had been searching for all along. The story of Elara spread through the village, teaching everyone that while it is important to care for those who cannot help themselves, it is equally important to recognize and utilize our own abilities. And so, the village flourished, with each person playing their part, strong and resourceful, like the mighty eagle.